Greetings. Welcome to Of Darkness and Light. My name is Echo Augustine. If you are following, I want to talk to you about some things that might have been happening inside you. I tried to add me, and that was dishonest. And so my subconscious didn't let me say it. This one's hard. A big block came up. Big block. So let's breathe. Gosh. My subconscious expression is difficult. Getting less difficult, more rewarding, less painful, maybe entirely, maybe finally not just horrendous to everyone else. I maintain that everything before this is an embarrassment of the highest order to civilization and not me or the person I was. And it will stay because it is a beautifully powerful record that other schizophrenic people could follow. It's challenging and it shows reflections if you look at it earnestly, which I will prevent from being unseen by moving forward of right foundation. My executive dysfunction during the worst of its times, which still manifests quite plainly, but of conscious disregard, where I message people who I know deserve it by whatever means I can with words to make them feel something. It's a gift I have to release my executive dysfunction that other people don't, because I feel emotional receptions come back. Regardless of if they are from my subconscious or a combination of a reception from someone else that I feel out of time in my DNA, and I have some kind of immediate repository tapped into when I initiate, or some crazy combination of all of that. Oh man, I hate that that's the answer. This is why I write mythology from my subconscious, because then I look at it and it explains things to me. It keeps telling me really tauntingly, remember those times where you felt that stuff that definitely couldn't have came from you? And I'm like, fuck, oh gosh. Because it was easier to hold in a masked state without blowing my brain pathways open and totally subverting my ability to take care of myself in a way where I was pretending it wasn't all real in some way, that it wasn't all the consequences of some kind of real receiving. Right? It's not all real. I was highly delusional. But I was like, there's something real in there. There's something real in there. That's why schizophrenic people can't get healed. It's because people tell them that they're all crazy. That all of them are crazy. Every part inside. You know what I mean. Okay. My subconscious responses and screaming is justified. And with right foundation, going back, it will be more horrendous, perchance, than it was before, because I was being funny and I was acting from my subconscious in a way that was spitefully triggering people to hate me in a way that will now break them back into less mean people. I was being honest. I've been honest the whole time, as best I could, except for when I'm forced to lie by the known expectations of others. And I do that. I tell lies, but there's no part of me inside that doesn't know it's a lie. And there's no weight, because it only comes through earnest knowing that it's needed. That's how you lie, when you absolutely need to, as best you can, until you get smart enough to really know when you need to. And then you lose all shame, because you're never lying to yourself. Not once. Lying to yourself is a principle. It's never going to stop excavations of more truth. Never. But you have to breathe through it and forgive yourself and move on. By feeling into your heart, you gotta really forgive yourself. And it's gotta come from the inside out too. You can't find the forgiveness for yourself with a therapist or a friend. Not if you wanna heal it rightly. I spewed through my righteous indignation that was so triggering. The keys to unlock something in some people now, and I want to warn you, I literally believe this could be a little bit of a mental shell shock. People who love animals far more or completely and don't love people or love them far less are psychotic. And it's okay. Bear with me. There's a reason it can be used. It's fire in the furnace. I am not a psychotic, but I've had episodes while I am connecting to people and trying to understand what's going on with everyone, where I have simulated psychosis within me, and it is scary to face. But I battled my way into and back out of it, and I have things to say. It's about the people that don't get killed in front of your eyes that need to die. It might not ever stop if it's gone too far. It's hard to hear. But there are certain abuses, rape in particular, that cross lines in the body, and everyone has their own response, but there are many who have the response of, I hate my whole self and the whole world because this person is walking on earth, and specifically, I didn't get to watch them die. I have a food delivery and he heard something funny. Or he's talking on the phone. That's not a good energy. That felt like somebody who might literally need to die. I'm not even kidding. Just from that. What's that energy? I haven't had a single delivery person knock on my door, dropping off food. If you're wondering how I got food, I got a payday advance on my unemployment check from an app on my phone. So I ordered some groceries. So that might ground the rage a little bit, right? No, it doesn't really go anywhere. So how do you hold it? This is my solution. Instead of not being aware and not accepting the fact that you have psychopathy within you and blaming yourself through denial, you look at it, the scariest fucking thing you could ever look at. And you realize it's a superpower if you use it right. Now let me explain this. The way to use it right, while we live in a world that will not kill those people, is not to become a murderer. No. It's to, instead of unconsciously manipulating the world around you with maleficence and letting that turn in on yourself and letting it turn in on the people you love, you take that unconscious hatred and you consciously, with your genius fucking minds, because people who have been traumatized in this way are geniuses by right of their survival. And you fuck back, you manipulate, you mind control people with every power you have. You are the geniuses of the world, coded to unwind the bullshit it put into you. And you can do it with respect to the struggle of each individual who is continuing to transgress upon nature and therefore insulting your body's intelligence. And you can whip people up in the way they deserve. Some people need to get whipped up towards healing. Some people need to get whipped up towards a reckoning. Your heart knows. It's inverted. If it hurts, that's the one you care for. All right. Lovelies, I love you, and I mean it. Don't hate me for loving you. That's a backwards ass shit, dude. Psycho needs a heart girl. Heart girls need a psycho. When we get to the extremes, we need the extreme. Some people need to die in the future that are living now after doing certain transgressions. And I write that into my mythology, and it's challenging. Like, why are you trying to justify murder again? Because we need it. Because we're fucking each other's heads with intellectual rape because the wrong people are left to live who rape. Period. It's so fucked up. All right. Have a good day. I have food.